Notwithstanding all the work that the New Zealand Defence Force does around the globe, supporting others, helping to protect those that are unable to protect themselves at the current time, there's no other place closer to our hearts than the Pacific. It's our neighbourhood, and we like to think our home. To that end, we work very closely with fisheries patrols, a number of our Pacific neighbours. Operation Wassa Wassa, for instance, is a collaboration that we do with the Republic of Fiji's military forces. Equally, we are often found in the Pacific supporting with technical support or in times of emergency humanitarian assistance and disaster relief.
China is becoming very interested in the Pacific, or rather maybe it's the other way around, the Pacific is becoming quite interested in China because we are playing a catch-up role. We need to catch up to the world economically and socially and every other way. So we find it quite easy to seek and obtain Chinese assistance. And for that reason, the presence of China is growing in the Pacific. And this is drawing a lot of interest from larger countries like Australia, like the UK itself, like the US. There's a lot of concerns being raised. So what we are thinking in our own part of the world is actually we want everybody here, but in a peaceful way.
Well, I think the priority is to work cooperatively together. Australia is the leading regional power, of course, has an important role to play here. Australia has recently expanded its aid and development budget and refocused it primarily on the Pacific so that we can be an engaged and generous and constructive regional partner in the sort of capacity building in the developmental work of the nations of the South Pacific.
In the region, it is important that we are working together, that we're working together as a region, so regional countries, but also that we're bringing in others from outside of the region to help us cope in these challenging times. The dimensions that we're looking at are security, and we're wanting to ensure that our security apparatus, the security sector, is fit for purpose. In the economic sector, we're also ensuring that economically as a region we can work together. That's why countries like New Zealand and 10 other Pacific countries have signed PACER Plus, the Pacific Agreement on Closer Economic Relations Plus. It's a milestone agreement on trade and economic cooperation in the Pacific.